Man, some of y'all really want me to suffer. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today we are playing Demon Slayer Would You Rather Part 2, except today I got my Would You Rather questions from all of you instead of from a YouTube video. And I try to not look very closely because I want to kind of have to come up with my answer on the fly for the video, but I did see a few and boy oh boy, yeah, y'all want me to suffer, I got it. But we're gonna dive right into the video, but before we do, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment your thoughts. We just hit 90,000 subscribers, which means we are very close to hitting 100,000 subscribers before the end of 2025, which is absolutely insane. So if you would like to subscribe to my channel, if you like Demon Slayer content or anime content in general, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have so many cool things coming in 2026 that I can't wait to introduce to you all, so make sure you are subscribing so that you are a part of that journey. But with that, let's get into it. There's 15 of these, so I'm gonna just... Hello, Nezuko. I'm queen of the world. Let's go. What are you gonna do? I think you're gonna wreak havoc. She likes to do that sometimes. We also call her Mau Mau. So she's just a hybrid of anime characters at this point. Nezuko, what are you doing? Can you get down? You wanna go on my desk? There you go. No shot she's quiet for the rest of this video. All right, I know this messes with the lighting, but it'll keep her from making a whole lot of noise, and she loves to do that, so it's gonna be the way it's gonna be. All right, so our first would you rather. Would you rather fight alongside Tanjiro against an upper moon or get your own fight against an upper moon? So I think this is because Tanjiro is the main character, and a lot of times, you know, if you go with him somewhere, because he's the main character and he needs to be developed, you might die. But I'm gonna go with fighting alongside Tanjiro because at least then I have somewhat of a chance of being protected because let's be so for real. Obviously, if I'm in the universe, I should be stronger than I am currently now, but I still would not stand a chance at definitely not the same level as the main character either. So we're gonna go with fight alongside Tanjiro on that one. And Nezuko agrees. Would you rather fight Yoriichi solo or Kokushibo solo? By the way, while Yoriichi was alive in his prime. So either way, I'm dying. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Kokushibo because if I have a great team with me and I'm somehow very strong, I might survive. If I'm fighting Yoriichi, I'm done. There's no way. So I'm definitely going for the lesser of two of the strongest people in the universe. Would you rather be the Ice Hashira and fight Doma, or would you rather be the Moon Hashira and fight Kokushibo? And yes, in this case, your ancestors passed down tricks to you. So, okay, in this case, I am strong. They're giving me that at least. I know that I have abilities because I'm part of a family line in which things have been passed down to me. I would say Ice Hashira and fight Doma. I feel like Doma is just going to be slightly easier to fight in this case. Not to mention, I've always headcanoned that if I were in the universe, ice breathing would probably be my breathing style because of my life as a figure skater, so it goes along with what my life would possibly be like in the Demon Slayer universe. I just don't really want to fight the Tsugikuni brothers at all. They're too good. Would you rather have moon breathing and the ability to eat demons like Genya, or learn sun breathing and make your own 14th form, kind of like how Giyu made Dead Calm? Oh, have moon breathing and the ability to eat demons and gain their strength? But sun breathing just is so freaking strong. But you have to be strong enough in order to, like, you have to keep up with it. Oh Lord. I think I would say moon breathing and the ability to eat demons, because a lot of slayers can create their own forms. Like, that's pretty common. We see that happen actually quite a lot. But having like the breathing that's really strong plus the ability to gain strength of demons by eating them, that is OP. So I think I would probably go with that, although sun breathing is my favorite and I would definitely want to be a sun breather. I think that just the combination of moon and the ability to eat demons, sign me up. A lot of these are just like survival. Would you rather bring back Rengoku or Shinobu from the dead to be with Tanjiro and the squad again? Y'all are gonna hate me if I say this. Okay. I do like Rengoku as a character just better. Like, for some reason, he's higher on my list. But thinking more logically, Shinobu is someone who saves these characters over and over again because of her abilities, like her pharmaceutical and medical abilities. She keeps them alive pretty much because they constantly come to a very close to death moment. But I think Rengoku's death also really pushed Tanjiro forward. I don't think he would have gotten as strong as he did without experiencing that, but I also just wish for Tanjiro to not have quite as much pain and grief as he goes through in the story. That's really hard. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna bring back Rengoku. I'm sorry. I love Shinobu. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people think I don't like her. I do like her. Maybe I haven't explained myself well enough, but then videos like this don't help. But I think I would just bring back Rengoku because I would have loved to see him actually take on Tanjiro as a Suguko. I think that would have been really awesome. But I also like that because Rengoku isn't around, Tanjiro really grew with Giyu and kind of looked up to him. Anyway, there's like a lot of opportunity there. I think I would have saved Rengoku. I'm so sorry for Shinobu fans. Would you rather have a story arc where Tanjiro is joined with Shinobu and Kanao, so we get to learn a little more about both of those characters before the Infinity Castle, or an added story arc where Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu join Giyu on a mission and we learn a little bit more about Giyu? Okay, so you called out my second favorite character, Giyu. I would actually prefer we got a story arc where Tanjiro went on a mission with Shinobu and Kanao. I have been very vocal about the fact that I do wish that some of the characters, especially some of the female characters, got some more springtime. I felt like Mitsuri got the short end of the stick, and I feel like Kanao has a lot of untapped potential just because we didn't spend enough time with her. She still developed very well considering the circumstances, but I would have liked to have seen her interact with the squad, especially Tanjiro more. There would have been more opportunity to kind of plant seeds of that romance. So I would really have liked to see Tanjiro fight alongside Shinobu and Kanao. When you think about it, really, he didn't even get to see Kanao's breathing style until very late on. And I think that it just would have been a really great way to develop Shinobu and Kanao better. I think that Shinobu has a lot more screen time, but she also is a bit of a victim of some plot development over character development at times. So I think that would have been something I would have preferred. I do love Giyu, obviously, and I think Giyu should have gotten a little bit more screen time as well. However, he still got a lot of screen time and he gets to spend pretty much the entire final battle with Tanjiro. So I don't need more with him. I would have loved to have seen more with Shinobu and Kanao. Would you rather be a sound Hashira or a wind Hashira? Both are very heavy on the brute strength, which I don't have. I think I would actually probably prefer to be the sound Hashira, and that is maybe because not to the level of Tengen. I do like, I don't know how to word it. I don't like being super flashy, but I do like being fashionable and sometimes standing out a little bit. That's kind of my personality. I've been figure skating for as long as I can remember. I've been in front of crowds. So I think I would like just how, I guess, flashy sound breathing is. It's really freaking cool and explosive. Wind breathing is really cool, but I think sound is a little bit cooler, not gonna lie. Again, y'all just want me to suffer. Would you rather live in the Jujutsu Kaisen world or the Demon Slayer world? Either way, I'm gonna die, probably, or being roped into some pretty extreme fighting. I would pick Demon Slayer just because it has Tanjiro and Giyu, and I would want to be like, I guess I'll just be Giyu's wife so I can adopt Tanjiro as my son. Would you rather adopt Muichiro or adopt Zenitsu? You can only pick one, not both. Zenitsu or Muichiro? Muichiro, I think. They both need parents. They both need to be adopted. I just think that I wouldn't be able to handle Zenitsu as well as I'd be able to handle Muichiro. I'll be so for real. That's like my only reason why, truly. Would you rather have Obanai's eyes or Doma's eyes? Probably Doma's, because Oban eyes like actually affect his vision. Like he has impaired vision because of it. Doma doesn't. Therefore, I feel like the obvious choice then is Doma. So I can see fully. Would you rather be able to make a professional human donut Akaza style, or be able to create and use your own breathing style? If you were to become a demon, we'll absolutely create and use my own breathing style, because when we consider the two canon demons that we're really talking about here, there's one that's a lot stronger than the other. So I think it'd be really cool to be a demon and then create your own breathing style. You're kind of getting the best of both worlds. So I would probably go with that. Would you rather save the Shinazagawa siblings from their backstory or the Kamado siblings? I mean, I'm biased towards the Kamado siblings, so I would save them from their backstory 100%. The Shinazagawa siblings backstory, arguably worse, even though it's very similar. There is a difference and it makes the Shinazagawas worse, but Tanjiro and Nezuko were just, I'm just biased towards them. Tanjiro's my favorite character, Nezuko's my fourth favorite character. I would save them from anything if I could. Would you rather be killed by Akaza the same way Rengoku was, or would you rather be killed by Doma the same way Shino? What the heck? What? What if I don't want to die? Both are painful. Both are awful. This is mean. How am I supposed to pick how I want to die? I don't want to die. I think Shinobu was probably in more pain throughout most of it. Yes, her death was quick once it came to it, faster than Rengoku's, but she was already suffering a lot before that with the puncture to her lungs and stuff. I think Rengoku, it is likely that because it was such a fatal blow that he probably wasn't in that much pain. Because you know what they say, like if you have a wound of some kind that's very, very bad, if you don't feel pain, that usually means that it's not looking good for you. So I would assume Rengoku probably didn't feel the pain that much, especially because he was still able to talk. So I guess I have to go with that. But for the record, neither. Would you rather turn Akaza or Kokushibo into a Hashira? I mean, Kokushibo, he's a swordsman, so it makes sense. So I'm gonna turn Akaza into a Hashira because I think Akaza would be a very well-loved Hashira and very good Hashira and very well-loved character. He already is a very well-loved character, even though he killed a very well-loved character 5 years ago. Wow, time flies. And I think if you take away the pain and suffering that he caused on a lot of people as a demon, well, even if he did that and then like he atoned for his sins by becoming a Hashira, which the universe doesn't really allow for those kinds of opportunities, it kind of seems like the only way to atone for your sins as a demon is to just die and be reborn. But I would say Akaza because he has a lot of the same motives as a lot of the other Hashira. He just wants to protect the people that he loves, and he wasn't able to, and that caused him to go down the wrong path. So I would say Akaza. Okay, so this last one has major manga spoilers for it, so I'm going to put a quick spoiler warning before this final one so that if you don't read the manga and you don't want to know, you can stop watching here. Okay, so would you rather break Sanemi's Demon Slayer Mark curse or break Gyu's Demon Slayer Mark curse? So for the record, Gyu is my favorite Hashira, Sanemi is my second favorite Hashira, which always surprises people because Sanemi is not the type of character that I would normally really enjoy. I've explained it a little bit here and there, I will in a future video, but that being said, I would save Gyu from his Demon Slayer Mark curse because I love Gyu and I want him to be around to kind of stay that big brother for the Kamaboko squad. And also, like, a lot of people talk about how it's possible because of the mark that Urokodaki still buried both Gyu and Tanjiro before he died. And no, I just don't want to think about that. So I'm gonna break Gyu's Mark Slayer curse, and I'm gonna believe that Tanjiro's is not the same because he's kind of like Yoriichi and his is a bit more naturally occurring, and say everyone lives except for Sanemi apparently. I'm so sorry, I love Sanemi, but I would take Gyu over Sanemi any day. Like, the gap between Gyu and all the other Hashira, even though I love all 9 of them a lot, the gap between Gyu and the other 8 is a lot bigger than the gap between the other 8, if that makes any sense at all. Like, my love for Gyu above Sanemi is bigger than my love for Sanemi over Obanai, who's technically my least favorite Hashira. So. Okay, so y'all are really mean, and literally like all of these pretty much were suffer, 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 die, die, die. Like, you know, I'm watching My Hero Academia again right now, and Bakugo really says that a lot. It's so funny. Anyway, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment your thoughts, and I will see you all in the next one. Mata ne!